You're probably thinking, why am I looking at a binocular? I thought this was a watch review. It is. And the reason these binoculars are on the channel is because these are part of my collection. They're made in Germany, and this is what typifies made in Germany. The tolerances on these, the way they're manufactured, the quality control is absolutely impeccable. They don't make things like this anymore. They're so good that these days, when we get a product that says made in Germany or made in Japan, are we still getting the quality we used to get 60 years ago? Because these are phenomenal. And that's where this comes in. This is the Tutima Glashütte M2 7Cs S. You see, I get a lot of watches on this channel, and watches that you guys ask me, get some micro brands, get this, get that. Okay, I listen. But occasionally I want to get watches that I like, and that's what I've got here. This is made in Germany, and I've had a week on the wrist. The quality, the craftsmanship, the comfort, the tolerances of this watch have been exactly like my Carl Zeiss binocular. A 60-year-old binocular with superb quality control, and this thing here is giving me the same feel. It is that beautiful in the hand. Let's check it out. Now I physically can't show you how good this is. You can't feel it. I'd love it if you could feel this. It's extremely impressive. I like quality made products just like the next guy. When something's made this good, I wanted to check it out for myself. I gave Fabio from Time Only a call. I said, mate, you've got this new watch coming in. Can I have a look at it, please? And he goes, absolutely, Pete. For you, not a problem. A real big thank you. For those who don't know, for all the Australian guys, you're looking for good quality German stuff, check out Fabio's website. I'm going to give him a free plug because he's always been good to me. He's been generous to send out stuff like this for me to have a look at. I'm more than happy to give him a plug. He's not only a gentleman, he's a really nice guy. I've bought several watches from him myself. All I can say is that he's a true professional and genuine to the heart. So thanks Fabio for sending this out. Check out his website, guys. Very interactive, a lot of good stuff on there. I'm sure you'll find some really decent watches, as I have myself. And this is one of them. And I know Tutima make a really exceptional product. This is actually my second Tutima watch on the channel. And this particular one, it's satinized everywhere, brushed, and it's got polished sides. It looks, it feels premium, but the specs are impressive. What I've got in my hand is a 500 meter diver, and yet it only comes in at 12.7 millimeters in thickness. The watch features a 5.8 millimeter signed screw down crown surrounded by crown guards, and the total weight on this bracelet sized to my 18 centimeter wrist comes in at exactly 168 grams. Now this is where it gets very interesting, because I've spoken about weight and watches, and my sweet spot's around 150, 145, 150 on a bracelet. I love that sort of weight. This is 168 grams and I've not felt it. It feels, how do I explain this? It feels solid, it feels comfortable. And I think part of that is not only the taper of this bracelet, the broadness of 25 or so millimeters coming down to 20, but the way that this is designed. You see, this is so comfortable. This is so well balanced from the front to the back. It's just a joy. I can wear this all day. I have been wearing this all day. It's excellent. It is that good. This is how watches should be made and designed. For pleasure and comfort, this is superb. Now before I get carried away, there are negatives in this watch. All watches have negatives, and I'll address those. But I really want to share my enthusiasm about this brand, because even the previous version that I had, one of the biggest compliments that I said was how comfortable the watch was on my wrist, and this is no different. In fact, the main difference I can say with this one, it probably feels a little bit more premium. It just feels finished to the nth degree. Now if we look at that bracelet, as you can see, it tapers from 25 to about 20.8. It is beautiful. This is just joy. This is just pure engineering. It's hats off to Made in Germany. This is what it's all about. And the reason I say that is because when it came to adjusting the bracelet, when I removed the screws, I had to use a 0.8 millimeter screwdriver. So the screws are very small. And yet these screws feel stronger than my Tudor Black Bay 58. In fact, they are exceptional. They are smooth in screwing and unscrewing. There's no harshness. They have a finesse about them, a real quality feel, something I don't get from my Tudor. And even that clasp, fully milled, as you can see, beautifully finished, twin triggers with 4 micro adjustments. And the micro adjustments are very, very close. So you get a good feel and adjustment on your wrist. But if we open that up, you can also see they offer a diver's extension. So there's quite a bit of thought gone into this watch. This watch is designed, as they say, it's designed for water. It's designed for going underwater, which can handle 50 bar of pressure, and that's pretty cool. Now if I turn my attention to the bezel of this watch, it's a 60 click unidirectional bezel with a ceramic insert and a lume pip at the 12. And I measure the bezel at 39mm, even though the watch comes in at 40. So trying to grab the bezel in certain areas might be a bit of a problem for certain people. The action is nice, very good ratcheting system on it, and it lines up perfect, as you can see. So a decent bezel, albeit being a 39, it is a little bit difficult to grab. Now looking at the case back of the watch, it's a solid case back. It's designed to withstand 50 atmospheres, and hiding behind that case back is the Calibre Tutima 330. Based on the Sellita SW330, 38 hours power reserve, 28,800 vibrations per hour. And this one here that I've got in my hand is extremely well regulated. I've had it on the time graph, and on average it's gained 1 second per day. Moving on to the lume of the watch features Swiss Superlume Nova on those hands, indices and that lume pip. And that's one of my slight letdowns of this watch. The lume is not the best. It's evenly applied, but the intensity is not what I'd expect from a watch of this caliber, and that's a shame. Lastly, let's have a look at the action of that watch. We'll unscrew that crown. As you can see, the crown is surrounded by crown guards, but it's plenty of grip on top and bottom. Now, 2 clicks and we can hack the movement, and we can adjust the time. And a single click will allow us to adjust that date. And the date at the 6 o'clock, very legible. As you can hear, I don't know if you can hear that, there's a very healthy pop as it pops into place. Beautiful. And we can lock that in. The winding experience is very nice and firm, good resistance, and the latch down is first time. It's super smooth, really smooth. That locks in and you've got 500 meters of water resistance. Now addressing the positives and negatives of this watch, because all watches have negatives, this particular one here, probably its Achilles heel is the actual lume. It's not that strong. It would have been great to see a torch coming off this watch. It's more subtle, and that's a shame. That's something that I think Tutima needs to address on all of their watches across the board. Second negative for the watch, although the hardware is exceptional, they've offered a diver's extension. For me personally, I would have preferred if they omit that and change it over to a ratcheting on the fly system adjustability. That would have been better. And probably the last negative is the bracelet integration. A lot of people might find that they don't have many choices of strap changes, although they do offer a leather rubber molded strap combination for this particular watch with a folding clasp. But having this on the wrist, the comfort that I've had from this bracelet, would you really want to swap it out? It's been superb. It's been an absolute premium experience on the wrist, no different from any Omega or Rolex that I've had on the wrist. In fact, better than some of those. This has been really good. This has been so well finished, made, such a pleasure. And look, honestly, isn't that what watches are all about? Shouldn't they be giving us pleasure? Shouldn't they be giving us joy? This is oozing pleasure and joy. This is one of those watches. The quality is absolutely beautiful, the comfort, the fact that this says made in Germany, and it gives me the same feeling of quality that I get from a 60-year-old binocular that was made in the day the way things should be made. This has ticked the right boxes for my engineering heart. I wanted to get this on the channel, guys. I really like the watch. I love the fact that it's 40mm. I love the fact that it fits on the wrist so well, not without its flaws, but a superb offering, really well made, really well finished. Again, a big thank you to Fabio from Time Only. So happy I got this on the channel, so happy I got to experience it. It really hasn't disappointed. Thanks again, guys. Hit me up in the comments with your thoughts on this watch or this brand, and we'll see you all in the next video.